So we are discussing about finding the roots of the quadratic equation, and all of you always remember, see, whatever is the degree of your equation, say it is 2, then it has 2 roots. If it is 3, then that equation has 3 roots. If it is 4, it has 4 roots. So remember, whatever is the degree of the polynomial equation, that many roots that equation has. Now in general, for a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 has 2 roots, and these 2 roots are generally represented as alpha and beta. Now to find the roots of the quadratic equation, there are a number of methods, and the commonly used methods are to find alpha and beta is we factorize the given quadratic equation or the expression to find the values of x. Now where if the factorization is little bit difficult, or if you are unable to factorize the given quadratic equation, then we go with the formula, and the formula to find the value of x is x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now these roots can be either real numbers or complex numbers. So how do we know the nature of the roots without actually finding the roots? So to find the nature of the roots without actually finding the roots, we need to find discriminant, that is delta. Now the formula for delta is delta equal to b square minus 4ac. Discriminant delta equal to b square minus 4ac. Now if you get a positive value for this, that means if the value of b square minus 4ac is positive, that is delta is greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. If delta is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. And if delta is less than 0, that means b square minus 4ac value is a negative value, that is delta less than 0, then the roots are complex and distinct. Okay, so if they ask you to find the nature of roots without actually finding the roots, you have to find the discriminant, and if it is positive, you get real and distinct. If it is equal to 0, equal roots and they are real, and if it is a negative value, then you get real and complex and distinct roots. Now sometimes he asks you to find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta. Then if the roots are given and he asks you to form the quadratic equation, then the quadratic equation is x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equal to 0. That is x square minus of sum into x plus product equal to 0. If you substitute in this, if roots are given, you can form the quadratic equation with the given roots. The next concept is sometimes he gives you the quadratic equation and he asks you to find the sum and product of the roots. We always take the quadratic equation in the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here sum of the roots is given by alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, and product of the roots alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a. So these are the basic concepts that you are required to know before we start up with the exercise. Okay, so remember, standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and to find the nature of the roots, we find the discriminant delta, which is equal to b square minus 4ac, and to form a quadratic equation with roots alpha and beta, it is x square minus sum into x plus product equal to 0. And if he asks you to find the sum of the roots, alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, and alpha into beta equal to c by a. Okay, let's start up with the problems in the exercise. The first problem is find the roots of the following quadratic equations. Okay, first one is x square minus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. Now, I told you already different methods are there. We'll be using factorization. Whenever you factorize, you have to multiply the coefficient of x square and the constant term. Here coefficient of x square is 1 and the constant term is 12. So 1 into 12 will give you 12. Find factors for 12. 12 can be written as 6 into 2, 4 into 3. Here your middle term is 7. So you have to get 7 by adding these factors. So 6 plus 2 is not equal to 7. 4 plus 3 is going to give you 7. Now I need minus 7. So I am taking it as minus 4 minus 3. So minus 4 minus 3 is equal to minus 7. Minus 4 into minus 3 is equal to 12 plus 12. That is what you have to be very careful with. So I am writing this as x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 12 equal to 0. From these two terms I am taking x common. So x into x minus 4, and here you see we can take minus 3 common, then here it is x minus 4. So if you take x minus 4 common, x minus 4 into x minus 3 equal to 0. So x minus 4 equal to 0 or x minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore x equal to 3 comma 4 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Now going with the second problem, 2x square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Here first and last terms are 2 into 2, which is 4. Now factors of 4 are 2 into 2 or 4 into 1. 2 plus 2 gives you 4 and 4 plus 1 gives you 5. I cannot take the negative value because my product is positive. So I cannot factorize this quadratic equation. So I am going with the formula. Here a equal to 2, b equal to 3, c equal to 2. Okay. So x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Substitute all the values. Minus 3 plus or minus square root of b square is 9 minus 4 into 2 into 2 by 2a. So 2 into 2. So minus 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 4 2 is 8, 8 2 is 16 by 4. So here minus 3 plus or minus square root of minus 7 by 4. Square root of minus 1 is equal to I. So I am writing this as minus 3 plus or minus square root of 7i by 4. Therefore, the roots are minus 3 plus root 7i by 4 and minus 3 minus root 7i by 4. So we can factorize and find the roots, or you can use the formula to find the roots.